Hey, so I was tooling around the web and I happened to come across this page that you're looking at. It's the OKCupid, uh, dominant, are you dominant or submissive test. I went through and looked at this test and I find it absolutely garbage. So let's just go through it. You can read it on the screen. If you want to take this test, I'll put a link below. Uh, but don't waste your time. It's totally not worth it. I'm drinking Coke, so stupidity. All right. Do you see yourself as dominant, submissive, switch? Don't know. Right there. Question number 1 answers your question. It answers it. Are you dominant or submissive? Oh, I see myself as dominant. Okay, well then there you go. Are you a virgin? What does that matter? Really? Dominant and submission has absolutely nothing to do whether you fucked somebody or not. On to the next question. Are you usually on top or bottom during sex? Okay, again, this is absolutely irrelevant to whether you are a top, whether you are whether you are dominant or submissive. Okay, I am a dominant. I like my girl on top of me. I like being on top of my girl. What does that mean that when she's on top of me, she's the one in charge? What the fuck does that matter? Same thing with the next question. Giver, receiver, blah blah blah. The thing is that it doesn't matter. Whether you enjoy being giving oral, or you don't enjoy giving oral, you enjoy getting oral, or you don't enjoy getting oral. Absolutely not totally useless. This next one actually I found very offensive because it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Okay, when I go to a restaurant with my girl, I have her order for me. I say I want this and this, and then when the waiter or the waitress comes up, she's the one that does the talking. Does that make her the dominant in the situation? When you're a group of friends, who decides where, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can read it. Again, it's totally pointless. There's a difference between a one-on-one personal relationship and being in a group. When I'm in a group of people, sometimes I dominate the conversation. Sometimes I sit back and let others dominate the conversation. Sometimes I let other people pick where we're going to go. Sometimes I pick where we're going to go. Does that mean that if I let other people pick where we're going to go, I'm suddenly being submissive to the group? No. Who manages your money? Okay. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Because I've known many dominants who are bad with money, so they have their submissives handle the money. And I know many submissives who are bad with money, who have their dominants handle the money. Does that matter? Does it matter whether it's part of a dominant submissive aspect of a relationship or not? Absolutely not. Who cooks? Again, really doesn't freaking matter. I cook. I love cooking. Cooking is one of my favorite things to do. And when I'm not, working and I have the time, I cook. I cook most of the time right now. Okay? Just because I want to. I don't have to. I could sit back and just let my girl do it. But right now, no. I enjoy cooking. I have the time and energy. I do it. So what does that matter? Oh, I'm a master chef. Shut up. Again, doesn't fucking matter. Because the thing about it is that there are times when my girl is the one who initiates, initiates our pleasure. Like this morning when she woke me up with Well, woke me up in a very pleasant way. Does that mean that suddenly, because she woke me up in a manner that I like, that she's being dominant? Hell no. It means nothing. It's just the way that our structure is sometimes I am the one who initiates it. Sometimes she initiates it. Have you ever finished having sex? Who does the after sex cleanup? Okay, this is again absolutely BS. Because if you're any kind of normal human being, you take care. You usually are not something. You're not like you have to take care of it because no. Sometimes I'm the one that's going to, especially after a hard play, and she's not physically able to do anything, I need to sit her down, sit her over in a corner, wrap her in a blanket and relax, and I'm the one cleaning up. Does that mean that I'm being submissive? No, not at all. I'm actually being dominant by taking control of the situation. Sometimes I'm spent, so she's the one who takes care of it. Pointless. 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 Fun with the internet being slow. Bondage. Okay, that again, absolutely pointless. There's a difference between being a dominant and being a bottom. Being submissive and being a bottom. Okay, I know plenty of people who are dominant people, masters, mistresses, and so on, who sometimes enjoy being tied up. Does that make them suddenly submissive? No. Stupid fucking question. Are you... Again, pointless. Back rubs. Do both. I love getting back rubs. Right now, I give a lot of them because my girl is going through some major issues, so she needs it. 14. We need a relationship to... Okay. In a stable relationship of any kind, you should, regardless if it's a submissive or a dominant relationship, be able to sit down and talk to each other as human beings first. You're at a bar enjoying a drink. You see a hottie across the room. You wait for him, blah, blah, blah. Again, I've been at clubs many a times where I'm sitting there doing absolutely nothing, and some submissive comes up and talks to me. Does that mean that she's being the aggressor and the dominant in the situation? No. She sees that she sees something in me that she wants, and she comes after it and talks to me about it and wants me to dominate her. That does not mean that she is being dominant because she is the person who initiates the conversation. This is also another one on the at the end of the first date. Again, it all goes down to the situational. I've had most of the time that I've had situations. First time I've met a person in person, I fuck them. It's very rare that I don't go out, with somebody and haven't had a long conversation that basically says at the end of this, I'm going to be having you naked, I'm going to be fucking you. Again, pointless. They know what it is. They want it. That's what they want. Therefore, it is. That's pointless. Again, how you act at your job is absolutely meaningless for how you are in the lifestyle. There are CEOs of massive, major, multi-billion-dollar companies who, for pleasure, go and pay pro-doms to whip them and humiliate them. Figure that into that little thing. In a crowd, crowds mean nothing when it comes to whether dominant submission. Who's in control of the remote? Depends on what the deal is. Usually I am, but sometimes I don't really care what's on, so I let her. Does that mean suddenly she's the dominant in that situation? Household chores. Again, who fucking cares? So I clean the dishes. Sometimes she cleans the dishes. She does the laundry because she likes doing the laundry. I sweep floors. I take out trash. Does that mean anything? Absolutely not. Totally useless question. Let's see if we can finish this up. That was 20, so that's 20 questions so far. And here's the last set. And I'll see if I can blow through these pretty quickly, because I'm already 10 minutes into this video. Who does grocery shopping? Again, why does that fucking matter? Who drives? She does, I do. Why does that matter? In times of crisis, you often, again, who cares? There's times where I'm going to have emotional issues and I'm going to need her there to emotionally support me and take care of me. There are times where she's having emotional issues and I need to be there and support her and take care of her. That is absolutely nothing to do with dominance or submission. Your partner tells you that they don't want you socializing with anybody of the opposite sex without being around you, then they're a dick. They're a dick. They are potentially abusive dicks. Your partner drops to their knees in front of you while you are sitting on the couch. Again, there are plenty of times when my girl is sitting on the couch and I've gotten down in front of her because I want to talk to her or decide I want to play with her. And guess what? That has absolutely fucking nothing to do. Yes, the primary concept is if they drop their knees in front of you, that means they're submissive. That is BS and that's garbage. And in your social group, and some. Again, that's totally useless because when in munches and stuff like that, my girl is usually the person who is the person taking charge in that situation. I sit back and let her. I don't get involved with it. Pointless. Your partner asks you if you get them a drink in the middle of the movie. Again, totally pointless. There are times where I need to get up and go to the bathroom anyway, so I'm like, okay, fine, do you want me to get something? And she'll say, hey, by the way, while you're getting up, would you mind? Nothing to do with dominant or submission. Who decides what position you try in bed tonight? We talk about it. Sometimes she does, sometimes I do. It depends on the person and the situation. Do you know what a color is? You should not be fucking talking colors when you're talking dominance and submission. It's not the fucking same as dominance and submission as master and slave. These people are fucking idiots. You feel in control. Again, totally pointless to whether you're dominant or submissive. Totally fucking pointless. There are times in my life where I feel totally out of control and I need my submissive there to help me organize my life. There are times where my submissive feels her life is totally out of control and I need to be there to help her control her life. OKCupid. This is garbage. 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 Absolute hideous garbage. Please just remove this. This is pointless and it hurts how bad it is. How badly these questions are. They have absolutely, the 99% of these questions have absolutely nothing to do on whether someone is dominant or submissive inside the relationship that they have. Pointless, 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 pointless. That's it for now. Be well and safe.